Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with this report talking about Ilkay Gundogan and Ronald Araujo as the Barca key duo are likely to be rested against Athletic Club after international executions. We are going to discuss on that as we progress. Secondly, talking about three Barcelona young talents who can cover for injured club captain Sergi Roberto. We are also going to be discussing on that. So as we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified. Give the video a like and please watch it right up to the very end. Work has restarted at Barcelona for Xavi Hernandez's men. The Blaugrana stare yet another hectic month ahead in the eye after the international break, with most players having returned to training as of Thursday. Barcelona's first challenge of the new phase will be against Athletic Club this weekend. Lamine Yamal and Alejandro Balde have returned to group training, but are still slight doubts why Pedri's involvement is also uncertain. Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, Ilkay Gundogan, Ronald Araujo are yet to rejoin training after long journeys from the Americas. Needless to say, the doors are open for Xavi to shuffle the cards. Earlier this week, it was reported that the Catalans were worried about the team's three players playing in the Americas. After all, they would have to endure long journeys back home after exhausting minutes for their countries. According to reports from Sport, Araujo and Gundogan are thus likely to rest against Athletic Club. Xavi Hernandez does not wish to risk the two stars and trigger any new unwanted injuries. After all, both players played 180 minutes in the hiatus. Ter Stegen also clocked the 3-hour mark but will play against the Basque side regardless. He does enjoy an off day on Thursday with the remaining two players, nevertheless. Now the question is, what are Xavi's options? If the manager is to rest Araujo later this week, Inigo Martinez would appear best placed to replace him in the starting 11. After all, Jules Koundé is unavailable through injury and is not expected to return even for El Clasico. Gundogan, meanwhile, will likely be replaced by Fermin Lopez in the middle of the park, alongside Gavi and Oriol Romeo in midfield. The young star will look to make the most of his chances. Of course, with the international break done and dusted, all eyes will be set on the resumption of league action. We play against Bilbao, I think, on Sunday, a game that is always a tricky affair. We play at home, but nonetheless, we have to believe that we need to get all 3 points after a disappointing draw against Granada before international break. And of course, Real Madrid currently 3 points ahead, which means is going to be very much important for Barca to win the game against Athletic Club before the game against Real Madrid on the subsequent weekend. Of course, heading into this game, the only worry have been the injuries, to be honest, and it is really disturbing, especially when we realize that majority of those injuries are players that are important, are crucial players in the team, and how aching it can be. So this report is saying that Araujo and of course Ilkay Gundogan are two players that Xavi is strongly considering to rest after long journeys from their matches they had for their respective countries. Of course, we know that Xavi needs to act with caution, especially when we have a lot of injuries and the ones that are available. Definitely, they will have to play more, but not the managing, or sorry, the coaching staff needs to act with so much caution, because right now we are at that kind of point where games come thick and fast, important point of the season where You fall, I mean, it's difficult to get up. Of course, Barca needs to start winning consistently. We really need to, because honestly, it has been disappointing to see how Barca have go out there and made some disappointing mistakes and draws, like the game against Mallorca away from home some weeks back, and the one against Granada, just before the international break. So I just believe that we need to get better. We need to be consistent, because yes, we won La Liga last season, but Xavi should not be so much complacent. Real Madrid are on fire, let's be honest. Just losing one game and winning the rest. I mean, we need to get up. We really need to. We really need to do that. So let's see. Let's just see how it goes. The game against Bilbao this weekend. Bilbao are also in top form. They are really winning games. I think former boss Ernesto Valverde is doing a magnificent job, if you ask me. Then on to the final story of discussion. The injury list continues to keep growing for FC Barcelona as they were dealt with a fresh blow on Wednesday. Captain Sergi Roberto picked up an injury to the soleus muscle in his right leg during warm-ups yesterday, which has now sidelined him for close to 3 weeks. While Roberto has not been playing regularly for Barca this season, having someone like him to provide cover in midfield and right back positions provided Xavi with options. But with Roberto now out on the sidelines, it further hit at the depth of the squad. With Jules Koundé already out, Barca now have just Cancelo as an option at right back. At the same time, with Pedro and Frankie de Jong dealing with fitness problems, Roberto's injury leaves Barca thin in midfield as well. As such, Xavi might look at the youth and reserve ranks to make up for Roberto's absence and spot highlight three names who could fill in for the club captain. Marc Casado, the 20-year-old Barca Athletic captain, is a player that Xavi knows very well and trusts him. Having had him in the first team dynamics for some time, Casado is a player who can slot in as a defensive midfielder or maybe say right back, making him an enticing option. Hector Ford. Another La Masia talent, Hector Ford has enjoyed regular game time for Barca Athletic despite being just 17 years old. The teenage right back has made a solid impression for the second team this season, which the club very happy with his progression. Trilly, signed during the summer from Deportivo La Corona, Trilly joined the Barca Athletic setup but spent the first couple of months out injured, which paved the way for Hector Ford to play regularly. As a result, Trilly has not played much this season and is yet to fully adapt to Barca's ways and philosophy, but the 20-year-old is a skilled right back and adds an element of physicality to the side as well, although Xavi might feel his call-up would be premature at this point. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.